What's up with it, Sean Breezy? Yeah, man. There's no room for failure, bro. If you fail, you suffer your whole entire life, man. See, that's those are those are the two choices. You know, it's either you hustle for the bag and obtain the bag, or you suffer for the rest of your life, man. If you ask me, bro, I would only wanna suffer only a portion of my life, not my whole entire life into the end, bro. That shit is insane. You know, what's up with it, Sean Breezy? And I'm just trying to get niggas to wake up, man. Cause that one guy who came to my channel and he was talking about he was single for 27 years. That's a long time, bro. That's even more than a decade, bro. That's almost 3 decades. That's a long time, bro. I'm saying today, huh? Um, 95. Spicy nacho can I do 5? That's not a quarter.
No, none of those. 5. And how much is that so far? Okay, how many total is that so far, by the way? Okay, no problem.
I don't want to suffer for the next, like, how many more years I got left on this earth. Fuck all that, bro. I'm living for tomorrow. I'm living for the future. That nigga said 27 years. I said, God damn, nigga. That motherfucker, that motherfucker gotta be smoking or something. Like, bro, get on your grind so you won't suffer for that long, man. You feel me? Get on your grind so you won't suffer that long. Fuck suffering for that long, bro. You gotta be smoking. You gotta be kidding me. You know? You know what you could have did? I don't know, man. Well, actually, I do know. What am I saying? You know what that guy could have did that was single for like 27 years? You know, he could took 5 years out of his life, man, and dedicated himself to whatever he was doing, and he would have been out of that situation just like that. You know what I'm saying? But he decided to not do anything. That's what happens when you decide not to do anything. A lifetime of suffering. I mean, by a lifetime, all 80 years, you will suffer. Not a portion, not 5 years, not 10 years, not a decade, but all 80 years you will suffer if you don't cross that finish line and get that bag. You feel what I'm saying? It's only a portion of your life, bro, that you gotta dedicate yourself to, man. It's not like you gotta, like, dedicate like 30 or 40 years. It ain't like multiple decades that you gotta dedicate yourself to something. Dedicate yourself to, like, you feel me? Like, dedicate yourself 5 to 10 years, man, chasing something, man. You know, so it won't last a lifetime. You know, like I said, one of my favorite martial artists from the 90s, an actor, Hollywood actor / martial artist, was Jean-Claude Van Damme. It took him 5 years to get into Hollywood. So he basically dedicated himself for like the next 5 years chasing Hollywood. You feel me? You know, if he would have never been doing that, bro, he would have never made it to Hollywood. You know, some of your celebrities, they grinded before they got their big break and shit, man. You know, some motherfuckers got their break closer, man. I mean, some motherfuckers got their break sooner, man. You know, Pop Smoke, man, he didn't really do much. And he started taking off within the first couple of years. That's rare, and it's luck, but it does happen. You feel me? It does happen. So, don't serve a life sentence, bro. God damn, bro. You guys are that lazy and unambitious to, like, serve to, like, fucking not go after the bag. It's only a portion of your life. My lip healed up, but it's healing up slowly. Healing up slowly. It's only a portion of your life, bro. It's not like you gotta dedicate a lifetime to chasing the bag, bro. It's like, A small portion. You see this bling on my hand right here? That's from my first jackpot. You feel what I'm saying? Next time it's gonna be a Rolex. When I hit my second jackpot. You feel me? So you guys are killing me with the, oh man, you know, you know. You know, you're killing me. You know, traditional won't do it no more. Traditional ways won't do it no more. Traditional ways. What do you mean? You know, I'm telling you, bro. Like a lot of cats, you're gonna be in for a life sentence. You guys not hearing me, man. Eventually, Hellcat body. You know, I'm about to come up and come out of this situation eventually. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stay here for a lifetime. You feel me? You know, like motherfuckers, they want to be suffering for a lifetime, like that one channel on cable. It's called Lifetime, with all them dramas and you know, them drama movies and shit. You know, that be on that channel. There's a channel called Lifetime. Some motherfuckers want to suffer a lifetime. It's like, bro, it's only you only have to dedicate yourself only a portion of your life, man. It ain't like it's forever. Like when you go to school, bro, it's not like a forever thing. It's like 4 or 5 years. At the max, 7 to 8 years when you're trying to become a doctor. It's like, that's a portion of your life. You know, you want to dedicate yourself so you won't have to fucking suffer for the rest of your life. That's the key, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You know. I'm gonna get a Rolex too once I get the bag for real. Hell yeah. See, I got that shit still blinged out, bro. I still got it. A nice watch, man. You feel me? I still got it. It's kind of scratched up and banged up, but I still got it. You know. And that's my token of my first jackpot. And then my second jackpot, I'm gonna go in there and get a Rolex for a few $1,000s, you know? Put about $2 grand on my arm. I don't want to put too much on a Rolex, bro. I just go get, I say about 5. No, get a 5 grand. Fuck a 2 grand, nigga. I worked hella hard and suffered for something, so I deserve a $5,000 Rolex on my arm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Walking in a place blinged out like there's no tomorrow, you feel me? Fucking females see that $5,000 Rolex on your arm, these bitches gonna go crazy. These bitches gonna go crazy, bro. Hellcat got a mission, man. You guys ain't hearing me. I'm on my mission right now. I ain't stupid. I'm smarter than the average bear, bro. That's how I hit my first jackpot, bro. Once I hit my first jackpot, I went straight to the mall and bought me a brand new watch. You guys, it's on my shorts. When I first bought that watch, you seen that how shiny it was? It was blinged out, nigga. Blinged out. All kinds of blinged out. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, getting a job or becoming a truck driver or a longshoreman or a warehouse worker or any light blue job, blue collar jobs. I mean, you know, any blue collar jobs is that's not enough. Even though it is respectable work, to the degree it is, but to a certain degree it ain't, because it's manual labor. Blue collar workers get the least respect. You know, motherfuckers who got the most money, they get the most respect. Like white collar workers, you know, sports entertainers, you know, get the most respect, man. The motherfuckers with the bag get the most respect, man. You hear what I'm saying? No, you cannot be average nowadays, man. You got that right. You cannot be average. There's no time to be average no more, bro. You will suffer for the remaining years of your life. That's what I'm trying to get niggas to understand, because I'm using that guy who was single for 27 years. I'm using him as a prime example of not doing anything with your life, man. He been single since the 90s. God damn. This is before technology took off, nigga. Nigga, before technology got big on, you know what I mean? Like, before technology or the dating apps or social media kicked in, nigga, I was in draws, okay? I was wearing pussy out. But this dude been single since the 90s, nigga. God damn. How can you be single? How could you be single for? God damn, nigga. For that long? You feel me, nigga? God damn. That kind of blew my mind. I'm still tripping about that. Because I don't want that shit to happen to me. I don't want to spend another 19 years single. You feel what I'm saying? Having a sucky dating life. I don't want to do that, bro. And some motherfuckers, they talking about, I don't recommend you leave with your wallet. I'm like, shit, nigga. What the fuck you think you kidding, bro? Don't leave with your wallet. You youngsters don't know what the time it is. And you got a nigga talking about these niggas, they delusional though, bro. Like, you got motherfuckers talking about don't leave with your wallet, but they struggling in the dating market. You know, that's what delusional short guy or whatever his name, short bald guy was talking about. He was saying, leave with your wallet. I don't know about that, man. I don't want to do that. I'm like, bro, but you struggling though. You got no choice but to leave with your wallet, nigga. What the fuck? You know, another guy said it. I think it was Swaggy. So he don't want to leave with his wallet, but he can't get a girlfriend. I'm like, bruh, what you talking about? You got no choice but to leave with your wallet, bro. You a 5 in looks. You tall, but you very average looking. Nowadays, you gotta leave with your wallet. You think I'm gonna be out here not leaving with my wallet once I get the bag, huh? You think I'm not gonna be leaving? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? For the women that I want, I'm gonna be leaving my wallet every chance I get. You feel what I'm saying? I want the women with the fat asses and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want the beautiful women like an 8 in looks and shit. There's no other way. There's no other way, bro, to like not leave with your wallet. You got guys out here just talking about don't leave with your wallet, but yet they can't get a girlfriend. They struggling in the dating market. I was surprised by a short bald guy when he said don't leave with your wallet. I'm like, what? What? What are you saying, bro? What the hell are you saying? Don't leave with your wallet, bro. You got no choice. Cause they ain't fucking with you if you don't leave with your wallet. Let's say, I want to go find something real. I want to go out. I dress down, just dress generic or whatever, and show up to the party. Just dress nice enough to like fit in. And I look for some real love. I'm gonna get plain generic women that's older. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. I won't be able to get further than that. But if I leave with my wallet, basically showing up to the place with a Rolex on my arm and a brand new bracelet that I was wearing when I was out there doing the pickup artist shit. You know what I'm saying? If I show up with that, man, I'm gonna attract like beautiful women. I'm gonna You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna attract beautiful women, and that's what I want to attract. I don't want to attract a plain Jane, bro. Yeah, I did that my whole entire life. If I get the bag, I want to expect a female to be at least a 7 or 8. Nines and tens, I don't know about that. I don't need all that. I don't need no 9 or 10. Just a 7 or 8 would be good for me once I get the bag, right? But an average woman, no, I did not like suffer and get the bag just so I could have an average woman. No, fuck all that, bro. You feel me? So no, there's no time to be average looking. There's no time to be out here, struggling. No time to be not doing nothing with your life. You got to be chasing the bag, bro. Whatever you're doing, in whatever field you're doing, you got to be chasing. I don't care if it's acting, bro. You gotta cross that finish line. You gotta make it happen, bro. Like I was watching an episode on Pop the Balloon the other day, and this one guy was talking about, yeah, I'm trying to be an actor, and I thought in my head, I was like, man, good luck. That's a long walk, because you don't know when your fucking break gonna be in Hollywood. You gotta stay hanging tough until it happens. That's how I look at me, man. Like, I gotta stay hanging tough until I get my next jackpot. So I gotta keep going. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta keep hanging tough. I can't just drop everything and just forget about it, man. It's like, no, I'll suffer for the rest of my life. Back to what I was saying in the title, man. It's either you achieve or you're gonna suffer for the rest of your life. There's no room for failure. Because if you fail, sorry, I'm burping and shit. If you fail, that goddamn rock star is strong. If you fail, you suffer for the rest of your life, bro. It's like there would never be a time where you come up. You're always gonna stay down, and then you're gonna go to your grave, staying down, bro. That's what happened to my mother and my father, bro. They went to their graves being broke, bro. So always chasing relationships, always chasing the opposite sex all the time. That was my parents' deal, man. That's why they stayed broke their whole entire life. Always pursuing relationships, always trying to have children. You know what I'm saying? No, you cannot suffer for the rest of your life, bro. And I'm using that guy that 20, he spent 27 of his years single, and that's what happens when you don't go out there and get your money. Especially if you're a sub 5 dude, nigga, you should be out here, combing the streets, chasing the bag. You feel what I'm saying? You should be out here like a big ass huge gorilla, bro, just aggressive. Where that bag at? You know what I'm saying? You should be out here, you know what I'm saying, becoming a fucking force to be reckoned with. You feel what I'm saying? You should be out here hustling every single day of your life. I don't care if you gotta take years off your life to get the bag. It's like, get the motherfucking bag, enjoy it for the rest of the remaining years of your life. I wish I would have got the bag when I was in my 20s, bro. I still probably would have been enjoying it. But since I didn't, I don't know how long I'm gonna live, to be honest. I don't know. So if I get the bag this year, I got probably 20 or 30 more years to enjoy the bag. And a lot of that time, I'm gonna be getting old. You know what I'm saying? It's better to get the bag when you're young, bro, in your 20s and 30s, bro, where you can smoke anything, drink anything, and just, be all everywhere, a bunch of energy and shit like that. You got a lot more energy to enjoy the bag. You can party into the break of dawn and shit. So I can't do all that party into the break of dawn. I'm too old, man. I probably could do it for a couple of nights, but after a while, it'll catch up to me, man. That's why when I get the bag, I'm gonna be dating these young bitches, and they're gonna be taking me through the ringer. Boy, they're gonna be taking me to every single goddamn party out here, man. And I'm gonna be like, God damn, I can't keep up with this bitch. And she's like 25, man. When they 25, they got all that forever energy, man. You know what I'm saying? You out here sucking down rock stars just to keep up with her. But be careful, man. That's what happened to what's his name? To Kevin Samuels. Okay? He was out here sucking down Red Bulls just to keep up with these bitches, man. You feel me? He was sucking. I mean, he was sucking Red Bulls down like every single day. That's what caused the heart attack, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't exercising. He wasn't eating the right foods. You know, at 57, man, you gotta be very conscious about what you put in your body and stuff. If you're not exercising, especially if you're not exercising, and he wasn't exercising, bro. He was just like, nah, man. He checked out early because he was just putting them Red Bulls into his body. And I drink Rockstar though. Don't get me wrong, but I'm about to work out with it though. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? But you know, I take it that he wasn't working out, and plus I only drink this whenever I work out. And I only drink one. I don't drink 2 or 3 of those motherfuckers, bro. I heard Kevin Samuels was knocking down like 4 or 5 Red Bulls in a day. That's a lot of Red Bulls, bro. Yeah, that'll kill you. But the thing is, my main point is get the bag while you're young, man. See, Kevin Samuels, he didn't start taking off until he got into his 50s. You feel me? He started seeing some success on YouTube when he got into his 50s, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then he was out there doing interviews, showing up to places, just always active like a young man. At that age, you're almost heading toward retirement almost. You know what I'm saying? So get the bag while you're young and don't fool around, bro. Like, I don't care if you got to go get a school bag, like become a doctor or a lawyer or something. That guy who was single for 27 years, he could have went to school, became a doctor or a lawyer, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Your eyes gotta be always on that money, bro. Especially if you struggling in the date market. Your eyes gotta be on point like icicles, like Redman said on that All Eyes on Me. That All Eyes on Me CD. Well, back in the day it was a CD. We don't use CDs no more, right? You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, come on, hold on, man. Get the motherfucking bag, bro. Stop playing around, bro. Like, man, you're gonna be single forever, bro. That's how I look at it, bro. I was like, God damn, I've been single for the last like 8 years, man. No matter of fact, it was 5 years when I figured out I was gonna be single for the rest of my life if I didn't, or I was gonna be dating low tier women. That's my deal. I'm not an incel. I'm gonna be dating low tier women that I'm not attracted to for the rest of my life. That was my problem, and that's still my problem. It's still my problem. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be out here suffering, struggling to get a girlfriend. Oh, that's another thing. I struggle to get a girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? And we all know that you need a girlfriend, man, to have sex on the regular, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not a Chad or a Tyrone. Girlfriends, you got a constant flow of sex all the time, weekly, on a weekly basis. You feel what I'm saying? That's funny, man. When that hawk come out of the sky, bro, he can't get them pigeons. Them pigeons are too fast for that motherfucker. Them pigeons like, Mr. Hawk, you can't fuck with us. We got eyes everywhere. For real. He have a hard time getting them pigeons. And them pigeons, they be sitting up there asleep and they got one eye open, bro. One time the pigeons were I think they was on the ground or something, and the hawk came swooping in. Woof! Them pigeons took off. Whoom, and they started zigzagging in the air. He could not catch them, bro. He said, "Fuck that." The hawk was like, "I missed my chance." But he have a better chance getting those seagulls though, man. The seagulls are bigger and slower, man. You know. But back to what I was saying, bro. Your mind have to be stuck on money. Uh, Nothing else can save you, bro. I keep on stressing this time and time again. And you guys gonna miss me while I'm gone, because eventually in the future I'm gonna hit the jackpot, and then I gotta shut this channel down, and I gotta delete videos. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're gonna miss Kelcat when he's gone. So I'm telling you right now, while I'm still up on YouTube, you feel what I'm saying? You know, giving you guys the business, because a lot of niggas are spending a life sentence just not doing nothing. That's the worst thing, is not doing nothing your whole entire life. Cause I'd be damned if I'm gonna be single for 19 more years, bro. Woo, woo, man, get ready for the future, man. This shit's about to get hot, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's about to get funky out here, man. A lot of niggas is staying single for decades at a time. God damn. Not just 1 decade, but 3 decades. Like, God damn. You know, that's a long fucking time, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. That's a long time. And the dude who was single for 27 years, it's his fault that shit happened. Because when you are struggling in the dating market, you have to be on that money chase, bro. And if you sit back and you don't do nothing, it's gonna last 27 years, bro. Like, if Kelcat stopped chasing the bag, bro, I would be single for a lifetime. I'll be 60 and by myself, bro. Bitter, mad at the world, bro. You hear what I'm saying? So right now, while I'm still young, and I'm still young compared to old people, you know what I'm saying, that are 60 and 70, you know what I'm saying? While I'm still in my somewhat type of youth, I'm making the right decision, so I won't end up being old and alone. You feel what I'm saying? I'm making the right decision by staying on that bag chase every single day of my life right now, at this point. She's all about decision making, bro. You feel me? You know? It's all about decision making. You make bad decisions, bro, you're gonna suffer because of it, bro. You feel me? You hear me, bro? You suffer because you decide not to do anything. Some of you guys need a bag to get women. Okay? You need a bag. You need a bag. You feel me? So once you start dedicating yourself to your craft or whatever you're doing, bro, you'll see the fruits of your labor down the stretch. You see this watch? That's the fruits, some of the fruits of my labor. That's a nice watch too. It's gonna last forever. I paid about, was it $250, $300 for that? Some of my goddamn, success, that I have had in the lottery. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm ready to get more, man. I'm ready to hit this motherfucking jackpot. And once I hit another one, I'm out of here. Nigga, you won't even see me no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being consistent, bro. I ain't quitting, man. I don't let that loss just drag me down up under the ground and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I keep going, baby. You feel me? I keep going. A lot of you niggas gotta get it together, man. This ain't never gonna happen, I mean, it's not gonna happen for you if you don't get out there and chase it, man. You gotta be willing and to be going long term and be determined to get that bag. You got to. That's the only way out. It's through money. You think I would have had you think I would have been single for 8 years if I had the bag? I would have never experienced being single for 8 years. And you wonder why I'm bitter. A lot of motherfuckers come around channel, oh, he's bitter, he's not a nice person. Would you be nice if you struggled to get a partner for 8 years? Would you? I mean, would you be? No, you would. You would be bitter as hell, bro. You'd be upset. Anybody, male or female, bro. Let's say a woman was struggling in the dating market, and she was going through the same thing that men was going through. Not being able to get a man for 8 years. All the men were ghosting her. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to be with her. Man, she would be bitter like a motherfucker, bro. She walk around angry at men. She walking around like a man hater and shit, man. Cause no man wants to be with her. Well, like, you can't blame me for being angry and upset and flashing on people. Cause I've been single for a very long time. Now, am I sub 5? Am I incel? No, I'm not. Cause I can go out and find sex. I just can't find a girlfriend. That's my deal. I can find sex because of my nice body, bro. Cause I got a gym body, and I could find sex because of that, But can I keep a woman in my life? No, I can't do it. It's too competitive. When you got Chaz and Tyrone's on the loose, it'll make it difficult. But when you got the bag, you could keep a woman around. Just ask Tyrese. He's still with Zelly, bro. They still in a committed relationship. Okay? He was with Samantha for 2 years before she divorced him for no apparent reason. And we all know what reason that is. Because of his looks, She didn't like the way he looked. But he showed her because she came sniffing back. Woo! Almost got into an accident. She came sniffing back after she lost everything, talking about I can't pay for this apartment no more. Yeah, you gonna let the man go because of his looks? You ended up in the poorhouse. That's what you get. Because women are fucking stupid, bro. A lot of them are. They so obsessed with looks that they're willing to let go of a man that's a millionaire to go out into the streets and fuck with Chaz and Tyrone's that are broke and end up with nothing. And ended up getting evicted out of her spot. So you can see they're so obsessed with Tyrone and Chad. And that's why they end up like that. But you gotta understand, Chaz and Tyrone's are broke. Most of them are. I say 95%, or even less. I mean, less than that. Like 78. 98% Chads are broke. There are 2% that got money. Chances of a female finding a tall, dark, handsome Chad or a Tyrone, chances of that's 1 in a million. Most guys who got the money are average looking at best, or below average looking. Most men. We ain't talking about, what's his name, Michael B. Jordan. We ain't talking about Chad, what's his name, the old school cat, Leonardo DiCaprio, Leonardo Chadio, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All these other Hollywood Chads and stuff like that, man, that's a 1 in a million. A lot of these females, they so obsessed with finding a tall, dark, and handsome man with money. That ain't gonna work. You keep on dreaming. Even 8, 9s, and 10s, they're gonna have a hard time locking down a guy with status, looks, height, and everything like that. Got the whole entire package. Now you ain't gonna lock him down like that. Keep on dreaming, baby girl. Keep on dreaming. But like I said, man, a lot of guys gonna end up being old and alone, man. Back to what I was saying. A lot of niggas gotta be on their hustle, bro. On that grind every single day. Until you cross the finish line. You feel me? You know, so that's what we got to do, man. And my thing is like this, man. Uh, Back to what I was saying. What time is it? Back to what I was saying. You have to make sure you stay focused, determined, with drive and ambition. That's what's gonna get you across that finish line. None of that praying to God stuff, all that Jesus stuff. That stuff ain't gonna save you, bro. It's your drive and your determination, bro. It's gonna make you get that bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you get that bag. Your drive, your will, determination, and your persistence. It's what's gonna make you get that bag. You feel me? I think I got some food in here for the seagulls. Let me check. Oh, I got a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I don't eat that stuff. Power bar. I got some nuts and some berries. That's all. That's all I got for this morning. I don't think it'll fill their stomach up, and so we might as well not even give it to them. But yeah, bro, it's all about that bag at this point, man. A lot of guys, they spend years just suffering in silence. You know, don't know what to do. You know, running around, just doing nothing with their lives and wasting time. To be single for that long, 27 years, that's got to be on you, bro. You know, I think that guy is sub 5. Yeah, he is. He has to be single that long. Yeah, he's sub 5. He below average looking. Because at least an average man, he would struggle getting sex in a relationship, but he'll get something. You feel what I'm saying? Average men always get something. It might not be glamorous, it might not be the best, but you always get something as an average man. But below average man, you ain't getting shit, bro. So anyway, get to that bag, bro. You see what I'm saying? At this point in my life, it's all about the money. You feel what I'm saying? You know, right now, at this point in my life, it's all about the money. I won one jackpot, and I'm going to win another one. You feel what I'm saying? I won one jackpot, I'm going to win another one. I'm feeling good. You see this watch, man, right here? Blinged out. That's my first jackpot win. My second jackpot is going to be a Rolex. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna buy a brand new BMW, an M3 series. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my plans for my next jackpot. You feel me? A lot of niggas don't know, man. I'm an ambitious motherfucker, bro. I get to where I gotta go, man, and I'm an ambitious like I said, man. Like when I was coming up, I always been like that though. But my main weakness was women. You know what I'm saying? I let that distract me from getting the bag, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't doing that no more. I learned my lesson. You feel me? Remember, I went to Brazil twice. Saved up all that money. Went to Brazil. Lived in Brazil. And that, you know, saving up the money, that was a task within itself, because you had to stay inside doors and cook your food while you save your money for Brazil, you know, and I did. I saved how much money my second trip? I think I saved like $2,000, and I was like 20, 21 years old, you know, for my second trip, not the first one. The first trip, I kind of ran out of money in the first trip. You know, I did borrow some money from my friend though, that was living here in the States, because I was in Brazil. I called him up like, bro, I'm out of money. Shoot me about $300, man. And he shot me like $300 and I got back in the game. Second time I saved about $2,000, and I was there for 2 months, 3 months. The second time, and I was all alone, bro. I was in Brazil playing in Capoeira holders and shit. I got my ass kicked a couple of times down there because them Brazilians, they know how to kick hard, man. They know how to hit, you know. Yeah, I've always been ambitious, man. Remember I told you guys I saved up for all that money. I saved up all that money for that music equipment. It took me like 3 or 4 months of working 2 jobs to get all that music equipment, and I did it. And that was very hard, by the way. It wasn't an easy task because I had to work 2 jobs and I had to save. That means I couldn't go out to bars and clubs and hang out like I wanted to. But I got the job done, after about 3 or 4 months of saving money. And I wasn't paying rent at the time, so I was able to get that music equipment quicker. If I had been paying rent, I would have got it 6 months, after 6 months of saving. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, man, stay up on your grind and you'll see the fruits of your labor. Sometimes you got to change something when something ain't working, man. Or you see something ain't going right. I mean, when you see something ain't going right, it ain't going well for you, sometimes you got to change to make things go your direction. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Where about yet? Sean Breezy, where you at? We're Money Hunter. I like that name. Money Hunter. That means I'm hunting for that money, bitch. I'm hunting for that money. My thing is just keep going until you get it. It's just so simple. As you can see, I'm still going strong, bro. I ain't quitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about my money chase, man. I can't wait to get my motherfucking revenge. All you fucking bitches who rejected me, you went with the taller Chaz and Tyrones, you're going to see me in the future balling out of control. And you're going to be sucking a whole lot of dick. These hoes going to be sucking a lot of motherfucking dick, bro. It's called revenge, man. Reject me because of my height. Because I'm 5'9". Fuck all that, bro. The average man needs the money more than ever nowadays, bro. It's either that or you're going to suffer a lifetime, man. That's it. Like I said, I choose the path where I'm only suffering for like a certain amount of time. And I'm not choosing the fucking life sentence like a lot of guys do. Like I said before, just doing nothing with your life. That's called choosing a life sentence, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's called choosing a life sentence. If you choose not to do anything with your life, bro, that's a life sentence. That means you're gonna suffer into the day of your death. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do it, bro. Cause that's too long. The 27-year-old guy, the 27-year suffering guy, that guy, he gonna keep on suffering another 27 years. He gonna be dead by the time it's like he's gonna die before he enters another relationship with a woman. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be dead, bro. He's not gonna be able to enjoy his life. See, once you get that bag, you're gonna be able to enjoy your life, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have more options in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to travel and see the world and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes on that. It's worth it. It's worth the hustle, bro. Be able to travel and experience different cultures and you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I gotta work out, man. You guys have a good day, man. I'll make another video when I get done working out. I probably might make a part 2 to this, man. But I'm just trying to get you guys to understand that, uh, you know, that you will suffer for the rest of your life if you do not get the bag. Simple as that. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares about men. They don't care about our feelings. They care about whether or not we are providing something. You know what I'm saying? They care about what women go through. They care when women cry, women and children. Okay, a grown ass man, they don't give a damn about you, bro. That's why I say get the bag, and then all of a sudden, people will start giving a damn about you. You feel what I'm saying? Because nobody throughout my whole entire life of being broke, nobody gave a damn about me, bro. And still to this day, nobody gives a fuck about me, bro. Because I'm not producing anything. Nowadays, it's all about what you're producing. I don't care if it's a jackpot win. It's still money coming in the door, bro. It might not be that respected, but you still are producing something. And producing something is better than nothing. I know what they say. I know what they're going to say. When I hit my second jackpot, oh, you got lucky. That ain't no real career or nothing like that. We went through school and we went through in college. We suffered, we studied. And I'm like, bitch, I fucking spent 5 years of my life chasing this bag. You're like, shut up. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, bro. Get on your motherfucking money hustle, bro. Be about that cash, and these women will follow through, bro. I guarantee, bro, if you got the bag tomorrow, every single female will be checking for you, bro. Not every single one, but a lot of females will be checking for you, bro. You'll never be single ever again. You'll never have a drought ever again, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Keep your eyes on the promised land, bro. That's what you need to do. Keep your eyes on the promised land full of gold and diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Just blinging everywhere. You walk into the promised land, there's gold and diamonds blinging everywhere, bro. That's what you need to keep your eyes on, bro. Every single day. It's called focused. You're focused on something. Got tunnel vision. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't seeing nothing else. You ain't seeing nothing but the moolah, the Janetto, the bag, the money, the cheddar cheese, as we call it back in the day. They used to call money cheddar. You know what I'm saying? And your cheddar, your cabbage, your spinach, your lettuce. That's a whole lot of lettuce. Mean a lot of green, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? I remember I saw this movie, man. This one guy was like, that's a whole lot of lettuce. That's what I'm saying, man. You niggas don't even know. A lot of these females don't even know me, man. They underestimate me, man. They talk about me on videos. They make videos about me and shit. You feel me? They don't know how ambitious I am, man. Cause in the end, I'm gonna show you bitches. I'm gonna get the last laugh. You hoes don't even know me. You should have got with me when I was broke, when I had nothing. See, if a hoe, she don't get with you while you broke and dusty, bro. She ain't worthy of giving money to, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, let me take that back. I mean, she's not worthy of marriage and stuff. You know, marrying a woman that wasn't there for you throughout the struggle. Are you kidding me? I mean, you can buy her some gifts and stuff, tricking. Leading with your wallet, that's okay. Hey, as long as it's not breaking your pockets, right? You know. But man, she don't deserve marriage if she wasn't there from the get-go. That's why I don't see why these fucking these celebrities be marrying these gold diggers, man. Trying to live like a normal person and shit. Like, nah, you're not a normal person, Tyrese. You feel what I'm saying? You're not a normal person. You are a celebrity. You got to protect your investments. And he did. He had the prenup and shit. But still, I'm on another topic. I'm supposed to be talking about the topic and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I like to say, man, you gotta make sure you stay up on your grind, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. And don't even think about nothing else, man. A lot of niggas they let everything else just creep into their brain. They ain't thinking about the bag. They thinking about something else all the time, man. Why not just think about the bag for a day or two or something, man? Chill off them chasing women and shit. Why y'all gotta chase women, bro? Why you always thinking about pussy? Why you always thinking about coochie all the time, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's why you fail, bro. Your mind is in the gutter all the time. When your mind should be on your money, man. It's like a pimp, bro. He always got his mind on his money, bro. He don't care about the women and shit, man. He want that money. He want that moolah, because that's the most important thing. Some niggas treat pussy as more important than money. It's like, that's not how you supposed to do things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, there's no room for failure, bro. And society made it that way. It's like, if men fail, we suffer, right? That means we'll never get a good life. So, me, Kelcat, I can't fail. I can't fail. My life is based on chasing that bag at this point. I'm not chasing women. I'm chasing the bag, so I won't end up an old, broke man, bro. Who wants to be old and broke? Nobody. Oh, I mean, apparently somebody does, because this guy said he's been single for 27 years. Like, nigga, you sat back and you didn't do nothing throughout them years. You sat back and did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take off the glasses, man. Ain't no sun out here, man. The sun has disappeared, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm getting older and uglier every single year that goes by. I can't, afford to, do nothing with my life, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm getting more wrinkles every single day that goes by, every week, every year that goes by. I'm just looking worse in the face. More wrinkles popping in and shit, man. You know? So I can't afford to lose. Gotta keep chasing that bag until we get it, man. If I lose, I'll be in this situation forever, for many more years, man. And I you know what, bro? I look at people who got girlfriends and stuff. I look at dudes who got women walking around hand in hand. I'm like, damn, I miss that, man. I miss walking around with a girlfriend, bro. You feel me? I miss that very much. And I gotta grind, though. I gotta grind. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get on that paper chase, man. And I'll be here for the rest of my life single. And I already been single for the last 8 years and shit, man. And I don't plan on doing another 8 years of being single. Fuck that. That'll be 16 years of being single. No, I'm good with that, bro. I'm good. See, women don't understand. They'll come around my channel and they'll listen to my videos, and then they'll go make videos about me. Oh, that guy, he not a good person. Oh, he gonna be single for the rest of his life. You know, but they don't really understand the life that men live, man. It's harder for us to find sex and committed relationships nowadays because there's so many men to compete with. That's what it is, man. And then when you get the bag, what's gonna happen is it's gonna eliminate a lot of your average competition. It's gonna eliminate a lot of Chads and Tyrones. For real. Once you get the bag, it's gonna make it easier to compete with Chad and Tyrone, bro. You can't compete with them niggas being broke. You feel me? Anyway, let's get off this. I gotta work out. You guys have a good day. Be back on later when I'm done. Peace. I'm out.